This is Shrimp from No Nut Clarity, about to talk to you about your ADHD ass brain and why you can't focus on anything. Let's go. So let me start off by talking about my own fucked up brain, because I have ADHD and I cannot focus or prioritize to save my life. I get overwhelmed. Literally, more than two people could talk to me, and I'll just start going like, "What am I supposed to do?" I'll literally just have no control of my emotions. I'll overthink every little thing, and just be in this spiral of like, damn. Like, I'll be awesome for like a couple hours, and all of a sudden, something major comes along, and all of a sudden, I'm like, dang, I don't know how to handle this. And if you're watching this, you could probably relate. You probably have like no priorities or no goals, no structure, no organization. Like, you're just going with the flow in life, and it's fine when you could just like simply just ride the wave and you get lucky and like everything's all fine and dandy. Like, the moment something goes wrong, you just start sinking. You just fuck, and you just cannot get out of this hole, and you get like depressed easy, get sad. And trust me, I've had it happen to me. I've literally been in a rut for quite recently, like a few months now, until I started going like, I need some fucking structure in my life. And to get started getting that structure, I feel like you should, like everybody should do, is just stop comparing themselves to people. Stop comparing yourself to people who seem normal, seem like they have it all together, seem like their life is perfect and everything's just going well. Because 9 times out of 10, what's on the outside is not matches on the inside. Like, you see Facebook profile pictures of like the perfect couple posting pictures every day, just getting their ass beat behind the scenes, and you probably don't even know it. So that's just going to say, that just goes to show things are not always as they seem. So don't compare yourself to people who seem like they got it. Your mind, just like everybody else's, works different. And some people just do not have the mental capacity or focus to be able to simply just plan out their day off the top and just go with it, be productive and be jovial, and then have like every time stamp just planned out in their memory. I can't do that. And if you can't do that, that's not a bad thing. You don't have to be a sheep. You can take your time if you cannot respond immediately. Some people aren't witty like that. They can't just respond off the top of their head. Like, literally, if you're different, embrace being different. That's what makes you unique. You cannot be like everybody else. You can't think on the same level, and that's okay. You're not fucking dumb. A wise friend of mine told me to fuck society, and I resonate with that hard, because me being the way I am, I don't fit in with any one group of people, and people don't always resonate with me. And if they expect me to act a certain way, fuck them. I'm gonna act like me. Like, who wants to be exactly like somebody else? If you want to be like somebody else and not like you, that's a problem. Let yourself live by your standards, and once you start understanding what your standards are, then it'll get easier to be able to start making some structure in your life and be able to start planning things out. Because once you stop comparing yourself to everybody else who seems like they're fine, probably suffering, but seems like they're fine, then you'll be able to go like, okay, don't focus on them. Fuck what they're doing. Fuck what society's doing. Focus on what I'm doing, what I want to do, what I want to accomplish. And start actually making some structure. I'm going to tell you how. So there are literally like a billion ways to organize yourself, and fuck that. I'm not going to waste all that time telling you every single way. What I personally use is what I'm going to recommend, and you could venture out if you want. I'm just giving suggestions. So I started using Google Calendar. Everybody has a Gmail. Who doesn't? Or most people have a Gmail. You can literally just go and plan out like your entire day, time of like what you want to do, what you want to start, and have those things like recur throughout the day, throughout the week, to plan your day out. And sometimes if you can't focus or be able to have a plan for the day and you're just lost with the ADHD ass brain not being able to focus, make those plans. It's not a bad thing to have structure in your life. Who's going to judge you? Who's looking at it besides you? Like, literally, if you have to make, I literally have to make a time slot for me to drink water, because I forget to drink water because I hyper focus on a task throughout the day, because I'm so focused on work that I would not drink water for 8 hours, and when they're like, oh, why am I thirsty? Like, literally just do that. Hell, if you need to make one to fucking eat, do that. But what I'm saying is, no matter the task you have to do throughout the day, whether it be like work, going to the gym, doing schoolwork, literally waking up to use the bathroom. Hell, you have probably 8 phone alarms set. I know I have like 7. literally any task you need to do, if you need to do that to your day, do it. Because if you simply just live where you can't prioritize anything and you're just kind of just sitting there bored, wondering what to do, and then just lay there doing nothing, then you're gonna be miserable. You're gonna drive yourself crazy. It might be fine for a while. You'll be like, oh, I have nothing to do. I have all this free time, and then suddenly, bills come in, all these responsibilities. You gotta suddenly move out to a different apartment because your lease is up. Stuff like that. You have to start getting some structure if you have none, especially with a brain like mine, a brain like yours, if you have ADHD or problems committing or prioritizing, because you're just going to drive yourself insane, and you're going to ride that flow of life, just simply just going with everything as it goes, and then all of a sudden something hits the fan, and you're just going to be fucked, not have any plan, not have any structure to go back to, and be like, damn, what do I do? You start panicking and shit, and just be like, fuck, get yourself like a planner notebook that has like each day listed down. If you prefer to write, I don't want to write. That's a lot of work for me. But if you want to plan out your days by hand, by all means do it. If it helps you, whatever helps your mind work in your own unique way, you don't have to use Google Calendar. I use it. You're not me. I don't want you to be me. You can't be me. But anyway, whatever you need to do to start making some structure and planning your life, have that. Get an actual calendar, put it on your wall, and mark those days, and put in those little slots what you're going to do for that day if you have it planned out. You need to start having some structure, or you're just going to just start sinking once something goes wrong, or you're just going to be aimless in life. You're literally not going to know what to do through the day. And I'm not saying this to just be no fun. It's like, I always have something to do, or sing. Like, no, like make some free time for yourself. But what I'm saying is, like, the priorities in your life that you have to do to get done, to be well, or to progress in life, and not just stay in that one complacent spot where you're just working 8 hours a day, the same exact job that you don't like. Make plans to actually start looking for new jobs throughout the day. Like, apply to 10 jobs a day or some shit. While you're doing that, allocate time for that. Allocate time for eating dinner, fucking brushing your teeth, drinking water. Literally do that. Whether it be a planner, Google Calendar, literally just do that. One last thing I'm going to recommend to keep this video short is to get a journal. I literally just talked about not wanting to write, but like, I have one. Literally get a journal and write down your thoughts throughout the day, things you want to do, things you aspire to do. Hell, it's your journal. You can write anything you fucking want. I'm just giving suggestions. Don't take my words as law, because if you do and you start blaming me, I'm gonna get on your ass. Don't do it. But really, just get a journal and write down things. Hell, just write down your thoughts of what you did that day, what you want to do. Because when you internalize it, when you internalize your thoughts with, having a weird ass ADHD brain, a weird ass brain that does not freaking compute like everybody else's, then you're going to drive yourself insane and start overthinking and internalizing it. So getting your thoughts out, whether it be a journal, hell, talk to somebody. If you can't talk to anybody, if you got no friends, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But write it down in a journal. Literally just start writing down your thoughts as you do it. Things you want to accomplish, things you want to do, even stupid ideas. You may even find a purpose as you write things down. But that's one last thing I could recommend to help you start organizing your thoughts and start building some structure in your life. Whatever you choose to go with, start making that structure, because until you do, you're going to drive yourself insane. If you click on this video and you're still watching, you probably know damn well this topic relates to you. You're probably sitting there trying to think of something to do in the next like hour or two or something like that. Or hell, even trying to plan out life a month from now of what you're going to do. So if you're just stuck and aimless, then you need to find somewhere to go. Like, you need to take some aim somewhere. So if my lazy ass can do it, my lazy procrastinating ADHD ass brain can do it, who forgets to fucking drink water, lays around all day, and doesn't go. I'll literally look at the ceiling like this and be like, and not have any plan and want to do something but can't do something. Start planning that shit out, because your brain's not like everybody else's. Just start planning shit out. Do it. You won't. But that's all I got for you today. I wanted to share that because it's one of my favorite topics and something that I personally struggle with a lot. and that I don't want you to struggle with. If you can start making some structure, planning out your days, your weeks, your months, and start trying to get ahead in life instead of just being aimless and being complacent with the same exact lazy shit over and over again, then you're gonna go somewhere. You're not gonna feel as bad. So I want that for you, and I want that for me too. I'm working towards it, and I want you to as well. This is Trenton from No Nut Clarity. I hope you listen to me and have a good one. Peace.
In paradise, I kinda like it. In paradise, where can I see your face? You feel the same